All right, I'm going to try one more tangle this morning. Go to pattern-collections.com to grab the, excuse me, went and turned on one more light. There was a cloud cover just came by and obscured my light. Okay, so pattern-collections.com, on the home page, which you just click the little home. Scroll down to pattern focus. Scroll down to today's date, or whichever pattern you want. If you want to do an older pattern, just keep scrolling. Let me go back one. See, they're all there, all the way back to the beginning of when they started doing daily pattern focus. So that's awesome. All right. Ceiling fans. You know, I turned on the light to get the light for the ceiling fan, and the fan happens to be also on, and now I'm chilly. Okay, this one is called Ketti by Micron. It's a nice organic one. I will make this a little bit bigger, but I wanted to show you something. Some of the patterns, not only do they have the pattern, but sometimes they will have more examples of how to use the pattern, or this one happens to have a how to draw, probably from the person who created the pattern, because it's on a distressed tile just like these samples are. So just to let you know that they're, you know, scroll down the page. I like to click on the picture for the step out to make it bigger so I can see it better. And then this is sort of a cadent based pattern. You're going to start out with a series of circles spaced out however you want to space them. It can be bigger, they can be smaller. It shows it kind of small to start with. And then you do that cadent S shape, right? Connecting those dots. Then on one side, and only on one side, you're going to go like this and make petals. Okay? Just on the one side. Then on the other side, I'm going to make 3 red lines. So it's got petals on one side and lines on the other. And so here's some samples. This one has only one line, or 2 lines instead of 3 going this way. I like how that looks. This sort of ribbon, glare, sorry. That's really cool. Here it is with the dots not quite in a row, like straight row. This one the dots started in a straight row. This one the dots are like here and here and here and here and here. And this one's completely surrounded with petals. See how she incorporated it? It's really cool. Really, really cool. So, let's give this a go. We're working on string number 30, right? This one will work really well with string number 30, I think. I'm going to stick one up in here and one down in there, like that. I don't know if you can see that. Really light. I know you can't always see my string, but the string is not that important anyway. I'm going to start with this bigger one, and I'm going to do my dots pretty far apart, and I'm going to follow that string all the way around. And maybe make them a little bit smaller as I get to the middle and a little closer, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do this cadent like S, connecting those dots and turning my tile so that it has a flow. And so that I'm always drawing that S shape toward me. and I don't get confused. Like that. Okay. And then on one side or the other, well, actually probably on this, you know, you have to do it on that side because this side doesn't have that shape. So if you were to draw your S, if you are a person who, when they draw cadence, draws the S going the other way, I draw it like an S. But some people, especially those who are left-handed, may draw it this way. If you do, then the side where it comes out from the circle is where you want to do your petal. So if your S goes the other way, then draw your petal on the other side. And if you want your petals on the other side, draw your S the other way. So some petals coming out like this. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oop, that's out. That's not in. There we go. I love making these petals. I like tangles that have the petal in it. And depending on how far down you start your next petal is how many petals you end up with. If you want more petals, start up higher, because it'll take more of them to fill your space. See? I'm not even counting how many I'm doing. I'm just doing what feels right. And I'm kind of really going out with my curve there on some of them. They look different if you don't go as far out. Like I can go really skinny, and that makes a different look to that petal than if I go out further. See how that one looks so much different than this one? Because of the way I chose to draw the petal shape part. And they're getting smaller because my circles got closer together. On this one in the middle, I just might go all the way around. If I can figure out how to get it all the way around. I should have made them a little bit bigger, but that's okay. And you could just leave it like this. You could just be done and not complete the pattern, and that's okay. But I'm going to go ahead and complete the pattern just to see how it looks. So it shows it going, okay. Like that. 1, 2. Here we go. I just got smaller and smaller and smaller. I like that. Okay, zoom out a little so you can see the whole thing. Isn't that pretty? I think that's very pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to do one going this way, using this as my string. I'm going to start with them larger, I think, than I did with that. A little bit further apart. And I'm actually going to put my string down up underneath there. I want to overlap. So you'll see less of that. And then it'll come out over here. And maybe one in the middle right there. Okay, so that one's going to have a bigger scale to it. My S. And it'll come out and it'll come around to there. Like that. Okay. Petals on one side. And you're not going to see any of it up under here. It's just going to be implied. That's fine. I want petals all the way around this. So I'm going to do that. One you might actually see. Okay. I like that. Isn't that pretty? I feel like it needs one more something out here. So perhaps I'll just do one straight through. No. Perhaps I'll connect something here. I'm going to get from small to big right there. Or big to small. I want the petals on this side. Go ahead and connect it to that one. Like that. That looks good. There we go. It needed something else. I'm happy with that. And it needs something right here. There we go. Yep, that's good. Okay. So what was this called? Ketti. How is it gonna live? It's gonna live like that. Ketti on string number 30. Let's give it a little bit of shading. And then I really have to get ready for work. I'm going to erase my string. But you really see the influence of the string in this one. Some of them, you don't really see that influence of the string, but this one for sure. You see that swirl of the string coming that way, and one going that way. Yeah, just erased all that, and then I just put a big old blob of pencil on there. Okay, let's try again. These bigger ones, I'm going to shade the petal. On this side, I'm just going to do like that. I think I want a little bit on the ball and overlap, of course, overlap. Start with the overlap so I see it. Is that a solid or a negative space? It's a negative space. Okay, so then I want one there and one there, a little bit there, a little bit there, and there and there, a little bit there. You see where I'm putting my pencil? Why? Just teeny tiny bit to emphasize those petals. Maybe a little in there. Right where that converges. And when they start to get smaller, I'm going to put less and less pencil on there. Maybe a little in the middle instead. Okay. All right, and then this big one, a little bit there. Okay, and then these petals. And right there. Okay, smudgy, smudgy. I need the little one, I think. This is very fussy with the smudging. I'll start at this end, I think. Here we go. Beautiful. All right, let me zoom in. Sorry I didn't do a lot of talking. You know, the person who doesn't like me going blah, blah, blah. This would be a good video for that person. Okay, there you go. That is Ketti by Micron. Really pretty. That was an easy one to do. I got in the Zen zone with that one. Guys, go out and have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Let's see, today's date for this, even though I'm drawing it on Tuesday, today's date for this is actually Saturday. So you have a great weekend. I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to try to do something different in the next couple of days as well. What I'd like to do is get, for those days where I can't post a daily pattern because of my schedule, because I don't know how it's going to do moving forward. I should have time to do them and get them all done by the end of the week, but I might not be able to do them on the right days because the beginning of the week I'm having a hard time getting that started. And I noticed that like Monday I couldn't post a video until like 8 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night or whatever it was. I want them to all be posted early in the day when I can. So I think what I'm going to do is when I have an extra moment or two this week, which I might because now I'm caught up. I only have one more to do for this week. That I'll draw a few tiles that are just drawings and not daily patterns, so that I have a few that I can fill in so that you still get a video every day. And then I'll catch up with my daily patterns as I go if I need to do that. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So you might get some bonus drawings in here. Anyway, you guys have a really great day. I will see you tomorrow, and go out and be a blessing to somebody. Make the world a better place. Bye-bye.